Have you ever wondered why cornfields can look lush one week and droopy the next? It's not just the blazing sun. Water stress is a silent yield killer for maize, especially around the flowering stage. Now, water stress isn't just about a little dryness. It's when the plant can't get enough moisture to meet its needs, causing everything from stunted growth to empty cobs. In the Mediterranean and Middle East, where irrigation water is scarce and expensive, this challenge is even sharper. Imagine trying to fill a swimming pool with a leaking hose during a heat wave. That's maize in summer drought. Technically, we call this a pre-anthesis water deficit. That means the plant is thirsty just before it's supposed to flower, a phase when it's most sensitive. Here's the problem. If maize gets hit with water stress 17 days before flowering, research shows grain yield can drop by more than 90%. That's catastrophic for farmers and food security. Now, you might be thinking, why not just irrigate more? But rising fuel prices, falling groundwater, and inefficient flooding methods make it tough to deliver enough water. Plus, climate change is pushing average temperatures higher, which cranks up evaporation and plant water use. Let me tell you a story. On a visit to a Syrian farm, I saw maize plants wilting despite the farmer's best efforts. He was using traditional fertilizers, but the ground was hard and crusty, and his grain yield was half of what he needed. So, is there a smarter, more sustainable way to help maize beat water stress and still yield well? That's where innovative soil amendments like vermicompost and seaweed extract come in, offering new hope for both farmer and crop. Let's dive into vermicompost. What exactly is it? Think of it as compost turbocharged by earthworms and microbes working together. Instead of just decaying in a pile, plant waste gets broken down in a process called biological oxidation. Earthworms grind, digest, and mix organic scraps, creating a soft, fluffy material rich in nutrients and with high water-holding capacity that's like a sponge for your soil. You might ask, how is this different from regular compost? Vermicompost actually reduces the carbon to nitrogen ratio, making nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus more available. It's packed with plant growth regulators like auxins and cytokinins, which work a bit like vitamins and hormones in plants, boosting root growth and stress tolerance. In the Damascus University trials, vermicompost didn't just make plants taller, it increased leaf area, grain number per cob, and overall yield, even under water stress. That's because the improved soil structure and enhanced microbial activity help plants extract more water and nutrients from the soil, even when it's dry. Picture this. A maize plant grown with vermicompost is like an athlete with a better training regimen and diet. It's stronger, more resilient, and can go longer without a drink. Still, you might wonder, is vermicompost enough on its own? While it's a powerful tool, combining it with other amendments, like seaweed extract, can push plant performance even further. Let's explore how. Seaweed extract may sound exotic, but it's becoming a staple in sustainable agriculture. So, what makes it so special? Seaweed is loaded with over 60 different nutrients, including plant hormones like cytokinins and auxins, and unique compounds called betaines. These betaines help plants maintain cellular water balance. Imagine them as little life jackets helping cells stay afloat during drought. Researchers have found that seaweed extract applied to maize boosts chlorophyll production, the green pigment crucial for photosynthesis. More chlorophyll means more energy captured from sunlight, which translates to better growth and higher yields. Even more, seaweed extract contains natural defense compounds that increase resistance to pests and environmental stresses. Now you might be skeptical, can a splash of seaweed really make a difference in a field of corn? In the Damascus study, seaweed extract was applied in 3 doses, at planting, after 1 month, and just before water stress. The result? Plants showed improved leaf area, stronger roots, and better grain fill, though not quite as high as the vermicompost-only treatments. Let me put it this way. Seaweed extract acts like a plant's own energy drink during tough times. It doesn't replace water or fertilizer, but it helps the plant cope better and recover faster. So, when used alongside vermicompost or in rotation, seaweed extract delivers an additional resilience boost. But how do these amendments stack up when tested side by side and in combination? Let's look at the data. With all these amendments, which approach actually works best? The field trial at Abu Garash Farm used 4 maize hybrids and tested vermicompost, seaweed extract, and a combination of both. The results were clear. Vermicompost alone produced the tallest plants, largest leaf area, and highest grain yield per plant, 73.5 grams to be precise. Interestingly, one hybrid, IL-214, Cheng2, IL-9014, stood out, achieving the largest leaf area and most grains per cob even when water was scarce. This is a classic case of genotype by environment interaction, meaning some varieties are just better equipped genetically to handle stress, especially when given the right soil amendments. Now, you may ask, does combining vermicompost and seaweed work even better? The answer, their combination did improve some traits, but vermicompost alone was still the most effective under drought. This suggests that while synergy is possible, the base benefits of vermicompost for maize under water stress are tough to beat. Let me sum it up. For farmers facing water limitations, integrating vermicompost into their fertilization program offers a sustainable way to boost yield and resilience. Choosing drought-tolerant hybrids multiplies the benefits. So, next time you drive past a thriving maize field in a dry year, remember, it's not just luck. It's the smart use of biology, genetics, and a bit of help from worms and seaweed that's making